Jelly Roll's soulful country rap music made him a star, but his wife is fast becoming just as famous. So, who is she? From former escort to popular podcaster, Bunnie XO is proving she's more than just her husband's better half. Bunnie XO first met her future husband Jelly Roll in 2015 when she attended one of his performances in Las Vegas. And according to the Nita Favor singer, it was pretty much love at first sight. Jelly Roll told Taste of Country in 2022, "We hit it off. She said she fell in love with the saddest eyes in the room."
Literally, it was like my soul was like, there you are.
Jelly Roll also refuted any talk that she made a beeline for him simply because of his money, telling the outlet, "It just tickles me pink because when I met her, I was homeless, living out of a 96 conversion van. If anyone was digging for gold, it was I, Popeye. I was the one that was over here searching. I was couch surfing and made it to the bedroom." Jelly Roll has appeared on many podcasts during his rise to fame, including The Joe Rogan Experience and Bussin' with the Boys. But he's not the only one in his marriage to have podcast experience. In fact, Bunnie XO even has her very own, called Dumb Blonde. On the show, Bunnie quizzes a whole host of famous faces about sex, relationships, social media, and more. Britney Spears' very brief first husband, Jason Alexander, former Playboy bunny Holly Madison, and Teen Mom star Kaylin Lowry are just a few of the names who've appeared on the show. She even managed to snag her husband as a guest. In 2023, the son of a sinner hitmaker appeared on the episode Jelly Roll Makes History, where he discussed everything from the CMT Awards to psychedelic substances. In 2008, Jelly Roll became a father for the first time when his then-girlfriend Felicia gave birth to their daughter Bailey Ann. Unfortunately, the country rapper was serving one of his many stints in prison at the time, but several years later, and with the help of future wife Bunnie XO, he managed to gain custody.
Bunnie helped me get custody of Bailey, and she just bet the farm on me.
That said, the Save Me hitmaker remains eternally grateful for the role his wife played in this development. Alongside a photo of Bunnie and Bailey posted on Facebook in 2020, Jelly Roll wrote, "It takes a special kind of woman to raise a kid that isn't her child, and still treat the child as if she was. Over the years, watching her relationship with Bailey blossom into this beautiful mother-daughter bond that it has become has been nothing short of magical." In 2023, Jelly Roll stole the show at the 2023 CMT Music Awards when he picked up Breakthrough Male Video of the Year, Male Video of the Year, and Digital First Performance of the Year. And his wife couldn't have been prouder. Following the triumphant night, Bunnie took to Instagram to express her joy at seeing Jelly Roll receive so much acclaim from an industry that once shunned him. She wrote, "You, my sweet other half, are just that. A man that was told no every corner he turned, only to hit him with that Nashville shuck and come out on top every time. I always tell you, you have a horseshoe stuck up your ass. But that isn't it, baby." There are whirlwind weddings, and then there are whirlwind weddings. In 2016, Jelly Roll once again proved that he doesn't do things by halves when he asked his girlfriend Bunnie XO for her hand in marriage at a Yellow Wolf show in Las Vegas. Luckily, she said yes. Whether Bunnie knew exactly what she was getting herself into remains to be seen though, because within just a few hours, the couple had turned their engagement celebration into a wedding one. That's right. The very same night that Jelly Roll made his very public proposal, he and Bunnie headed to a courthouse to tie the knot. The pair said "I do" without any family members or friends in attendance, but their lightning-quick approach to marriage obviously worked. In a chat with the King and the Sting and the Wing Clips podcast team, the country rapper said,
"We stuck it out. We were like the story nobody thought, and she's my best friend, man. She really."
Before finding fame as a podcaster and as the other half of country rapper Jelly Roll, Bunnie XO used to make ends meet as an escort, but not just an ordinary escort. The star would often earn more in one evening than many people earn in a year. Speaking on her Dumb Blonde podcast, Bunnie revealed, "Literally, I would make $30,000, $40,000 a night. I had sugar daddies who gave me $500,000. I've had cars bought for me, just diamonds, jewelry, just whatever you can think of, dude." Bunnie was keen to point out that her choice of profession wasn't anything to do with a drug habit, and that she never blurred the boundaries between work and her personal life. And she also spoke about how accepting her husband has been about the issue, saying, "When we got into a relationship together, I told him, 'You're going to be scrutinized for what I do for a living.' And he was like, 'You know what, baby? I don't give a f***. He's like, 'I love you. We're going to ride this shit out together.'"
I didn't have a problem with it.
Bunnie XO didn't quit the lucrative escort lifestyle simply because she entered into a relationship with Jelly Roll. In fact, the podcaster said goodbye to the world's oldest profession when she became stepmother to his young daughter Bailey. In an episode of her Dumb Blonde podcast, Bunnie explained, "I didn't see an end in sight because I was pretty much a slave to the money. There's a little girl who came into my life and she stole my heart, and I don't want her to feel like she ever has to sell her body to support herself." In 2023, Jelly Roll took to Instagram for another public outpouring of love for his wife of 7 years. And this time around, the country rapper revealed that Bunnie XO had saved him from one of the darkest times of his life. The I'm On It singer didn't go into details about exactly what this darkest time was, but he did argue that his wife's story is far more worthy of glorification than his own. He wrote, "To watch what this woman has overcome and her passion and determination to be something better has inspired me from the moment I met her. She has been nothing but supportive." It's a sentiment shared by Bunnie herself, who later that same year posted an Instagram story in which she spoke lovingly about how they both care for each other. She said, "He's my endgame. I don't want to do life with anyone else. So no matter what we have to go through and what we've already been through, that's my guy." Bunnie XO may have racked up 1.1 million Instagram followers and launched one of the most candid celebrity podcasts out there, but she certainly isn't intending to stop there. Indeed, the former escort appears to be gradually building up her own media empire. As well as continuing to host her Dumb Blonde podcast, Bunnie has also helped create Meet the DeFords, a family vlog which documents how she and husband Jelly Roll balance their busy careers with being parents. And she harbors an ambition to host her own radio show too. In fact, Bunnie has become such a big name that she's now able to stage her own meet and greets on her husband's tour. Fans who bought tickets to see Jelly Roll on his 2023 Backroads baptism trek could also pay for the pleasure of being introduced to his other half. Bunnie had previously teased the announcement on her TikTok account, saying, "So every night that Jay has a concert, I get a lot of you tagging me upset that I'm not there. Just want you guys to know that your girl is preserving her energy for the next 4 months." In 2023, Bunnie XO took to Facebook to introduce her followers to Melissa, the mother of her second stepchild, Noah. Noah was born in 2016, the same year that the Dumb Blonde podcast host walked down the aisle with Jelly Roll, and it seems like she has nothing but love for her co-parent. Bunnie wrote, "She's one stand-up chick, and we couldn't imagine our lives without her. She holds it down for baby Noah, and us especially, because we are on the road so much. It takes a village to raise these babies, and luckily, we have her as a part of the family. Love you, girl." Bunnie explained that she decided to pay tribute to Melissa so that she was also being appreciated, just as Bailey's mother Felicia had been. Felicia had previously appeared on Bunnie's hit podcast, where she discussed her drug addiction recovery, the 18 months she spent away from her daughter, and the custody case that followed. The host told her guest how proud she was to see that she made it through the other side, and that she's glad that they are both now part of each other's lives. Bunnie XO proved that she had a heart of gold in 2023 when she learned about a dying fan of her husband, whose wish was to meet the country rapper. Bunnie teamed up with nonprofit the James Best Foundation to arrange a visit to Suzanne Durham, a 65-year-old who'd been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And the meeting proved to have a profound effect on Bunnie. In a Facebook video, Bunnie revealed, "When I tell you it was chicken soup for the soul and everything I needed at that moment, God really works in mysterious ways. Because just seeing this woman that has been given, I believe, 5 months to live, who has spent her entire life trying to help other people, that's what life is all about."
I feel like I owe it to my people to give them hope.
Bunnie then spoke of how she wants to be remembered herself, reminding viewers that no one knows exactly when they're going to die. She then added, "If you want to waste your time spreading toxicity and dwelling on things that don't matter and don't inspire people, I would much rather inspire people than impress people."
Like, I want to leave here with people being like, dude, she touched my life.
That appears to be one of her missions in life, one she's dedicated to. Bunnie XO, whose real name is Alyssa, was born in Houston, Texas in 1980, meaning she's now well into her 40s. But when it comes to age, Bunnie believes it's nothing but a number. In a 2019 Facebook post, she confirmed that she'd be turning the big 40 the following January, a milestone that she was looking forward to. She wrote, "I feel fantastic. I embrace it with open arms. I'll be a hot grandma one day. Still half naked as long as it looks good, cussing, and being as feisty as I am now. I'll never conform to society's standards or be made to feel a certain way because of age." The former escort also told her followers that she would never want to revisit the ages of 21 or 31 again, adding that all of her life's experiences made her who she is today.